First things first, we're going to render some deer fat in the camp oven. And while that fat's rendering down into beautiful lard that we can cook in, we're just going to break down this possum that we caught off our trap line this morning. No hard and fast way of doing this, it's just whatever works. Cut it into pieces. Deer fat's rendered down enough now, so we'll just drop our possum legs in there. So what we're doing with the possum is we're just putting a bit of colour on it, frying it nice and hot. Then we're going to take it off the fire, add a few bits and pieces, and then slow down the cooking process. That's exactly how we want it at this stage. The next thing we're going to add are some of these onion weed bulbs. The onion weed plant has died down now, you can't really see it anymore, but the bulbs are still in the ground, so we'll just tip all of those in there whole. They're small enough to cook down nicely. And we'll pop this back on the fire now, put some embers on the lid, and just try and manage a nice slow steady heat. We've still got a lot of cooking to do, so I'm just keeping the fire going. And yeah, every 5 minutes or so we're just spinning it around so that it cooks evenly, because there'll be a lot of heat coming off of the flames. While our possum's cooking, we're going to make some flatbread. So we've got some lopal pollen here that we collected a few weeks ago off the lopal plant, and we're going to just add a little bit of water to this. And what we're looking to do is make a dough basically. But one of the cool things about making lopal dough is that it doesn't get sticky like flour. So it's actually really easy to make. It's getting to the consistency we want it to now. We want it to be wet enough so we can sort of squeeze it out, make it quite thin. I think that's pretty good. And we may as well add some seasoning while we're at it. Bit of our sea salt that we harvested from the ocean, and some kawa seed pepper. Don't need much of that, it's pretty powerful. And we'll put some fennel in there too. We picked up on the side of the road this morning. Look at that, beautiful. Just rub it on. Alright, time for the sizzle test. Oh, look at that. Right, we're on to the third pan now. While that's cooking, we're going to add some tawaka mushrooms to this pan over here. Got plenty of fat in it. I've just diced them up, they don't need much. They're just perfect the way they are, really. Now we're going to make some chips out of these fennel roots. Just chopping them into nice chip-sized pieces. These are young fennel, these little ones, which are going to be extra delicious. Bit of salt and pepper. The crunch test. Oh, it's good. These are my favourite greens at the moment. This is amaranth. And yeah, beautiful in a stir fry. Just chuck them in the pan for a couple of minutes and really brings out like a vibrant green colour. And yeah, they're just beautiful, man. Time for the big reveal. Is the possum cooked? It's been cooking for over an hour now. Oh, classic deliciousness. Look at that. I'll give you a close-up. That thing is just glistening with goodness. I'm just going to take everything out of here and let it rest. And those onion weed bulbs, you can smell them, man. Shit, it smells good, eh? They get really soft when they've been roasted like that. They're almost like potato. like tasty shallot flavoured potatoes. I've got all of these kawa berries, which are in mid-season at the moment. There's heaps of them. I'm going to put them in my drink bottle because they've got all of these little seeds in them that are really peppery, and it's great. We use it for pepper. But if you're trying to make a sauce, you want to get those out of there because it just makes it too strong. Now I'm going to chuck a couple of little stones in there. Give it a shake. Just trying to separate the seeds from the pulp. So now we've got a nice sweet juice. We've got our camp oven there with all the juices from that possum and the onion weed that we've been roasting. I'm going to add the sweet sauce. I'm going to make a delicious sweet savoury gravy sauce. So we'll just let that simmer and thicken for a couple of minutes. Man, that looks good. What a lineup. We'll try some of our possum first with a heap of that sauce. The flatbread. Oh, good stuff, man. We're gonna make a wild version of a Turkish kebab. Possum meat there with all the sauce. Some fennel chips, a few mushrooms. It's a bit unusual for this type of meal, but never mind. And some beautiful amaranth greens. Oh. That's a pretty crazy kebab, man. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, then you might also like this video here, which is the full 60-day hunt and gather challenge, where we ate only food that we had hunted and gathered ourselves. So yeah, if you want to check that out, just click on the video. Sweet.